Hey, this is John Hansbrough. Want to talk with you about the 5 trends impacting employee benefits and healthcare in 2021. So, just really quick at the top, we're going to be addressing telemedicine, pharmacy spending, the impact of data, mental health care diagnoses and behavioral care treatment, and the rise in self-funding. So, let's dive into it. So, starting with telemedicine. Telemedicine has been in the news. Everyone's heard about telemedicine. Your health insurance carrier or healthcare provider is probably now doing some kind of virtual care. The numbers are actually pretty staggering when we look at it. Telemedicine usage increased 3,000% from September 2019 to September 2020. And we don't see that trend reversing too much. We think people are too used to getting to get on the phone with their doctor, share a video, send pictures back and forth, get prescriptions virtually. It's going to be the future of healthcare in a lot of ways. And so we think this is really going to stick around and stay. So it's very important as employer groups to be communicating how to use telemedicine, how to use virtual healthcare to employees. And employees need to understand how their current healthcare and health insurance supports telemedicine and how they can use it to its highest and best use. Second on the trends is pharmacy spending. So the cost of pharmaceutical drugs has been increasing significantly faster than overall healthcare costs. It's driving a lot of the increased spending for employer groups. And when that happens, employers are then faced with this difficult question of, do we, reduce plan benefits, increase deductibles, or what have you, or do we just pass on those cost increases to employees? And so getting a handle on pharmaceutical costs is huge for employers. One of the best ways to do this is by using a transparent PBM, Pharmacy Benefit Manager. That transparent PBM is going to very clearly show to you all the rebating, all the various flows of money back and forth within the pharmaceutical industry. There's a few flowcharts out there that you can find. I can link to one in the show notes. It's flabbergasting when you see how complicated it is figuring out the cost of a drug. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard, but it really is complicated. A transparent PBM helps clear a lot of that cost and confusion up and makes sure that your employees are getting low-cost medications at cost that's fair for them and a cost that's fair for you as the plan sponsor. The third trend impacting employee benefits in 2021 is data. So data is king. Data is being used by businesses all over the world to do so many things, and the usage of data in every aspect of business has increased just tremendously over the last few years. Nowhere is that more important than within health benefits, where there are some groups who have just basically zero access to data. They've got zero controls over their costs, and really renewal time is all we're able to do is just shop around for different health insurance plans from carriers, and we don't have too much leverage. When we have the data, though, on healthcare spending for a group, it gives us so many options to better managing their healthcare spending and the quality of the benefits that we're delivering to employees. On top of that, data helps us inform and educate employees when they are consuming care where to go, because the reality in healthcare is that costs do not reflect quality. And so there's a significant gap between quality and costs, such that your lowest cost providers in some cases can be your highest quality. And then conversely, your highest cost providers can sometimes be your lowest quality. When we have the data, we can communicate with employees, we can communicate with groups, and we can make sure that people are getting high quality care at lowest possible costs. The fourth trend impacting employee benefits in 2021 is the rise of importance of mental health care benefits, behavioral health care benefits, and an overall increase in value and appreciation for what those benefits can do for employees and employers. So statistically, anxiety diagnoses rose, they tripled in 2020 to 25%. While depression diagnoses quadrupled up to 24%. And so in this environment where 1 in 4 workers are dealing with anxiety and depression, we need to make sure that we got the best benefits in place for them. Employees need to know how to access care, and traditional legacy health insurance plans are not very great at handling the healthcare needs or the mental health care needs of employees. We hear all the time frustration about, low quality provider networks, difficulty accessing them. And so carving out those benefits to provide mental health care and behavioral health care support for employees is critical. So it's addressing anxiety, depression, and substance abuse, but it's overall behavioral health care. Right now, with so many employees staying at home, stuck in a quarantine situation, it feels like Groundhog Day. There's a lot of demand out there for tools and techniques to improve resilience, emotional training, and just a general understanding of how to be productive and excel while working from home. So that fourth trend is mental health care benefits and behavioral health care benefits. The final trend impacting health insurance and employee benefits in 2021 is the rise of self-funding. And so self-funding is something that employer groups who've really wanted a better control on spending have moved to from traditional fully insured health insurance. That's been a trend that's been ongoing for years, even decades now. So the largest employer groups, they're typically self-funded. Think Amazon, Google, Ford. Those groups, they're all paying for their healthcare directly. They're not utilizing a health insurance carrier. The smaller groups have typically not done that. But with the rise of captive insurance plans and the ability using technology and risk transfer, we've been able to work with smaller and smaller groups, even under 100 lives, where they're able to self-fund their employee benefits. It gives them access to data. It allows us to put a lot of these cost protection, cost management programs in place. And the rise of self-funding is going to continue. We're going to see more and more groups interested in offering customized employee benefit plans that offer stronger benefits for employees. It gives employees what they want from their healthcare, and it's reducing costs and giving better levers of control to the employer. So the final trend is that rise in self-funding and how it can impact more and more groups in 2020 and beyond. So there you have it. Those are the 5 trends impacting healthcare and employee benefits in 2021. Again, it's the rise of telemedicine. It's transparent pharmaceutical spending. It is the impact of data. Data is king right now in business. It is the rise of mental health care benefits and behavioral health care benefits. And finally, it's the rise in trend in self-funding and captive insurance. So if you have any questions, drop a comment in the comments. Find some contact info in the show notes as well. I'm going to include all that below. We're working at the intersection of employee benefits, healthcare, and technology. And we're here to support employer groups as they're trying to do right by their employees and give them the best healthcare possible while doing it at fair prices. Thanks, and have a great day.